Eh? Hi, before we start, could you tell me this character's name? It's so interesting. I like to start things there. Ah, look at that. Emmett. Their name is Emmett. I'm choosing it, and I also want your earring. This character looks so awesome already. Emmett, are you sure? Yes. It's Tuesday, 27th. What's to be said about the first day of new school that hasn't been said a million times before? A school's a school, and this one doesn't look too different from my last. Same boring sight, loud noises, and unfortunate smells. With any luck, the same circuses, some with the same pace. I transferred halfway through the school year, so adjusting is going to be a pain. I'm not looking forward to it. Make my way down the corridors, following the map I was given by the front desk. My class should be the third door to the left. So right there. What part of no running in the halls don't you understand? Oh, I'm sorry, Your Highness, Lord of the Hallways. Shouldn't you be happy I'm decided to get to class? Is that why you were running in the opposite direction? Maybe I have to get some lamps in to burn off all this energy. Not in the hallway, you don't. I can't help it, I'm just so excited to learn. Two loud, arguing boys blocked the door to the classroom. Excuse me. Do you get off on playing hall monitor? Student council not enough? I wouldn't have to if you would stop being such a hazard. I just need to get past... You're impossible to deal with. Next time I'm getting a teacher. Ooh, a teacher, anything but that. You're in the way. I've had enough of this. I don't want to be late on my first day. Push past and enter the room behind them. Wow. Hey. The door closes before they have a chance to say anything else. I'm greeted by the faces of about 20 unfamiliar students and a surprise teacher. Ah, Emma, there you were. I was starting to wonder if you'd gotten lost or something. Everyone, if I could get your attention for a moment, please. An awkward hush fills the room as everyone turns to face me. This is Emmett, who will be joining us starting today. Oh, nice to meet everyone. Before I say anything else, the two boys from earlier came through the door. Hayden Arley. How nice of you both to finally join us. I heard you both outside. Class started a few minutes ago, but by all means, take your time. We have a new student today if you care to notice. Had you had a tour of the school ground yet, Emmett? Not yet. Well, in that case, I'm sure Hayden and Arley be happy to help out during lunch. I have no idea if that's how you pronounce the name, Arley. Wait, why us? You both can make up the time you've spent disrupting the class by helping out the new student. Unless you prefer, I just mark you both as late. Pfft, I'd rather just be marked late. It doesn't even matter. Well, how about... Perfect! I'm glad that's settled. Fine. Now, Hayden, Arley, please take your seats. Emmett, there should be a spare seat towards the back. I take a seat and the lesson starts. Hayden and Arley meet me outside in the hall after class. So do we get extra time to eat, or do we have to spend it all on the tour? Is multitasking too hard for you? Can't walk and eat at the same time? I'm just asking. Doesn't this get in the way of your student council shenanigans? You guys don't need to give me a tour if it's too much trouble. I'm not sure how long I want to be around them bickering anyways. I never said that. What's the point of the student council if not to help the student body? Especially new students. Yeah, I got nothing better to do. It's fine, Emmett. We got you. You know the school inside and out by the time we're finished. We make our way down the hallway. Hayden makes an abrupt stop before the stairs. Toilets are here and down the hall towards the back. Don't trust Emmett. Can read a sign? I just know how much trouble you have. I'm trying to be considerate. Isn't the point of a tour to point everything out? If Emmett wanted, they could just read the school map. Is that you admitting this is a big waste of time too, Hayden? It's about the human interaction element to get a new student more comfortable. I haven't gotten a single word in between them. I honestly don't know what to make of them. Friends argue a lot. I get the impression they've known each other for a while. Only people who've known each other for a while talk to each other like that. No one's that rude to be a complete stranger. Well, these are my new classmates, at least things are interesting. School tour, on the other hand, is about as exciting as a school tour can be. All the basic components: gym, check; library, check; assembly hall, check. That about covers where you'll be going from class to class. We already met at 3C in the morning first, so don't worry about having everything memorized. Anything else you want to see, Emmett? Cafeteria. The cafeteria for sure. It's lunch. We need the food. Now we're talking. Good choice, Emmett. I'm starving. Just through the door is the cafeteria. Map says there's 2 entrances, but this is the one everyone uses. The other one's closed. Got it. Thanks. So, Hayden, about buying me lunch? Why exactly would I do that? Because I'm hungry and I'm asking so nicely. I don't bring money to school. I pack my lunch before I head out. You could do that too if you tried waking up more than 5 minutes before you have to leave. Harsh. I'm not fussy. What'd you bring? So Harley's the kind of guy to poach food from people, huh? Anywhere else you want to go, Emmett? I guess the student council room is the choice. I'd like to see the student council room, if that's okay. Really? I'm glad you have an interest. You're not gonna go join Nerd Club, are you, Emmett? We're not accepting new members, but you're free to drop by with any problems you might have, and we can try to help out. Dang, rejected already. Student council room is just at the end of the hall, last room on the left. No one's busy with anything important, we should be able to go in. We enter a small, dusty back room. So this is the student council room. It's not very impressive, though I suppose it's more about the people within it and what they got up to than the room itself. Huh, it's empty. It's lunchtime. Maybe they went to get food. Normally there's someone here by now. I don't like having this place empty during lunch. If you ever run into issues with your studies, we can try and help. We keep track of events around the school, help organize and allocate funds to clubs, and keep on top of club room maintenance. Good to know, thanks. It's kinda admirable the way he's attempting to keep the student council accessible. Definitely friendlier than my last schools. Well, no point standing around in an empty room anywhere else, Emmett. Finish the tour. I'm out of ideas. Anything else you guys want to show me? That's about it, at least what you'll need based on your timetable. Oh, wait, I got something. Let me show you the school gardens. I'm part of the gardening club, which is always accepting members, by the way, unlike some other clubs. We make our way out of the building and down around the back of the school. There's a large row of different assorted plants and vegetables, all coordinated across the patch. So, there's a gardening club? Yep. I wouldn't have realized you were a green thumb without you telling me. Is that supposed to be a compliment? I know my way around a vegetable patch, thank you very much. Help you out with pretty much everything here. It's starting to get colder, so next week we'll be trying to plant garlic. And you'll be able to eat garlic once it's finished growing? Would be the point of growing vegetables if you can't eat them by the end of it? Just seems weird to me, it'd be so easy. Well, feel free to come and find out. Tomorrow we have some garden work you could do. Don't let him trick you into doing his portion of the work, Emmett. Why would I do that? I actually like gardening. The school bell rings and the 3 of us head back to school class. The rest of the day is uneventful. I head home once class is over. I entered class the following day and Hayden and Arley are sitting on opposite sides of the room. They react to the noise of the door opening and both look up from what they're doing to acknowledge me. Hayden's reviewing his notes while Arley's on his phone with his feet on his desk. It's a little surprising to see them not interacting. I guess they're not feeling social today. I take my seat and the teacher enters the room. Alright everyone, remember there's a test coming up on Friday, stay focused. I can see that test, it clearly says test, with an exclamation mark, insulting us with memories. I expect everyone to be able to pass this. You've been given more than enough resources. I spent the time trying to follow the materials. At lunchtime I decided to, study. I decided to check out the student council room like Hayden suggested. Especially if I don't know anyone, it might be a good place to start. I enter the room and see Hayden sitting down at the table eating his lunch. He looks a little caught off guard, but waves and then gestures for me to sit down, finishing his mouthful of food. Hey, Emmett, nice to see you took my suggestion. The person that's supposed to be on duty with me today called in sick, so it'll be kinda quiet. He stands up and cracks open the nearby window, letting in some fresh air. Anything student council can help you with? I had a couple of questions about where we are with the curriculum, but I'm not sure if it's the sort of thing I've come here for. That's not officially one of our duties, but I can look over them for you as a classmate. I handed him the notes I took in class yesterday and this morning, and he looks them over. It's not a problem with not understanding more. I'm not sure if I should bother with the essay due this week, and instead focus on the project due after this one. That's just pretty important. I think it's doable in the time you have. I could give you my notes to look over and see how you feel about after that. I wouldn't recommend skipping it. He reaches into my backpack and hands me a folder full of tidy notes. He really is a student council type. I've got paperwork to sort out and some tidying to do, but you're more than happy to help if you get bored after you finish looking over that stuff. If you have any questions about the material, feel free to ask. He turns his back to me and gets to rifling through the shelves. The room turns peacefully quiet, only Hayden's shuffling and the ambience from the open door makes any sort of noise. Sunlight streams through the window, stopping the breeze from being so chilling. I can see why Hayden likes this place. I can't decide which part of his notes would be most helpful, so I decide to just copy down as much as I can to revise in bulk later. Better to have and not use than to not have and need. I finish copying notes, more confident about my chances in finishing the essay. So the notes, both mine and his, into a neat pile and leave his by where he was sitting. As I stand up, I hear the door open behind me. Is the student council president here? I turn to look at Hayden since he'll probably know where they are. Just sorting a couple of things in the back. Sorry to interrupt, do you have a minute to help me find the forms for the last school trip? I was told to come and get them. Sure, I know where they are. Just give me a sec. So Hayden's not only part of the student council, but he's the president? I'm surprised he hadn't brought that up at some point. Looking over the student, they've probably got that "Wow, senpai" look in their eyes as they receive Hayden's assistance. Student leaves, but not before lingering to thank him just a little too much for his help. What's worse, Hayden doesn't even blink at it. Maybe I should be more intimidated by him. The room settles back to a quiet atmosphere. I honestly don't think what I'm doing, so I'm just holding things for Hayden until he decides what he wants to do with them. There's so much paperwork for everything, different clubs, schedules, old recipes, forms for things I can't recognize. Eventually, he breaks the silence. How are you finding the school so far? It's only been a day since I got here, but so far so good. I apologize for the tour being nothing but Arley and I arguing. Not the best first impression I've ever made. Normally I have more patience. Arley is certainly lively. That's one way to put it. I don't want to talk bad about a fellow student, but that guy's always getting on my nerves. Is there a reason you don't get along? He's exhausting. He doesn't take anything serious ever. I don't know what he's got against me, but I constantly feel singled out by him. It's like his day isn't complete without finding some way to get under my skin. That's a pretty in-depth response. Is it? I didn't mean to ramble on. Thanks for the company today. I appreciate it. School bell rings soon after and we head back to class. Hayden and Arley pull faces as they meet each other's gaze. Do they need to keep this up? The next day starts too quickly for my liking. I barely got through the door before I see a girl I haven't met make a beeline for me. Hey, you're the new student, right? What's your name? Her energy catches me off guard. I'm still waking up. It's Emmett. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. My name's Nala, but you can call me Nala. I was off sick the past couple of days, so sorry I couldn't say hi day one. So, what's been your impression of the school so far? Met anyone you like, you'll be friends with? It's only day 3 and I've met both Hayden and Arley. Really? She takes an interest upon hearing those names. Those two are hilarious. They literally cannot go a single day without mentioning the other. That does track for the 2 days I've been here so far. Not sure if the pattern will continue, but she does have a point. She pulls a juice box out of her back pocket and takes a long sip. What kind of high schooler still drinks juice boxes? I do if it's available, and it's what I am required to drink from. But I guess not really common because it's more like in a bottle, or some packs are still their packets, so yeah, that's still something. What are you looking at? Do you want one? I do have a spare, you could have it if you want. I'm good, thanks. Really? Alrighty, more for me. After hearing some loud footsteps clamoring down the hall, the class door opens and Arley barrels through it. Hayden follows behind, hunching over in the doorway. How many times do I have to tell you to stop running? You're the one who's out of breath. Good thing a teacher isn't here to scold you. You really shouldn't break the rules like that, Hayden. Right on cue! Look who's arrived together once again! Oh, hey Nala, feeling better? Yep, as good as ever. So, what's got you both making so much noise this early in the morning? Mr. Student Council President here thought he could beat me in a race to class. Pretty close, right? He's faster than he looks. That is not what happened. Hayden catches his breath, recomposes himself, and stops leaning on the doorframe. I saw him running down the halls as I was getting things out of my locker, and my bag was on the floor. I didn't even get time to say anything to him as he ran past. He grabbed my bag and just kept running. Having no idea if he'd actually stop at 3C or just keep going, what choice did I have? He's just mad he lost the race we were having. Hayden snatches his bag back from Arley, who lets it go with a smirk. I even ran my part carrying extra weights. What have you got in that thing? Books made of lead? Student council material, paperweights, aids up. Well, you could at least thank me for bringing it to class for you. I don't need a personal assistant, but if you're so desperate to carry my stuff for me, I'm sure we could work something out. Wouldn't want to steal the opportunity from the student council friend club. It's not fair to you, your weird underlings. You're part of that, right, Nala? What? Me? As if. No offense. Hayden, love you as a friend and all, but I do enough work as it is. None taken. Wanna hang out at lunch, I meant? Sure. Sure. Awesome! Looking forward to it. I wasn't sure how I was gonna spend lunch otherwise. Yesterday was nice, but I couldn't hang out in the student council room all the time. Probably just a one-off thing. I don't want to pester Hayden if he's busy. I glance over at him and he doesn't react. I can't imagine he'd be desperate to babysit me again. Now I runs over to my desk the second lunch bell rings. Let's go, Emmett. I'm starving. I gotta get lunch quick. I'm on duty today and I'll get yelled at if I'm too late. She fails to mention exactly what she'll be late for, but I follow nonetheless. We make our way down to the cafeteria. Want anything? I'll get you something if you're hungry. My treat. I'm good, thanks. I'm not hungry. Yeah, you are. You've got a sandwich? Is egg and lettuce good? She's not listening to me at all. Sure, I would truthfully eat neither of them, but still. Great, give me just a sec. She returns with 2 sandwiches and a couple more juice boxes, passing one of each over to me. Okay, now let's head to the student council. Don't want Hayden yelling at me for being late again. You're part of the student council? Yeah, didn't Hayden tell you? I only met you today. When would it have come up? Hayden didn't mention me? Wow, I'm hurt. He mentioned someone was away sick yesterday. Was that you? Yeah, I'm making it up today. As we reach the student council room, Nala runs down the hall and throws open the door. Hayden, I'm here! I heard you coming from across the hall. Welcome back, Emmett. Didn't think I'd be here again. It's fine, I appreciate the company any day. Sorry getting here took a while. Had to get Emmett some lunch. I'm not late or anything, right? Not any later than you normally are. Great, so what needs to be done today? Sorted out most of the shelves yesterday, so not much. Look at you being productive. Well, I can try and do the rest of it if you just want to relax. I appreciate it. One of our members had to drop recently due to it being too much on top of another club. You don't have a line of fangirls wanting to join in their place? What about one of those? The question alone seems to drain him. I'd rather run the entire council by myself than deal with any of those for more than 5 minutes at a time. That bad? Some days. I don't suppose you'd be interested in joining, would you, Emmett? That's a bit quick. Hayden hasn't even been a week. Well, I'm desperate. I'm not sure if I should be offended by that. Emmett was a big help yesterday. No headaches, nice and quiet. That's more than enough for me. So, are you interested? Didn't you say you're not accepting members? I thought you weren't accepting new members. Officially, we're not. We're not. If anyone asks, you're just here to help. Normally, you join through a class selection, but it's too far into the year for another of those. I'm not holding a whole new election just because the student had to go up. I refuse the offer. Sorry, I don't think the student council's for me. Really? Well, I appreciate the support yesterday all the same. The offer's still on the table if you change your mind. Happy helping out today, though. If anything needs doing, the bell rings and we make our way back to class. Next day. I've thought about the offer yesterday, and it might be a good idea to join a club after all. I think I have two good options. Garden club. Helping out the student council didn't feel like my thing, so that leaves the gardening club. I make my way down to the garden, hoping it'd be a better fit for me. Arley's there already, rake in hand. Nala too, who waves once she sees me. Hey, Emmett! You ready to rake some leaves? You're helping out at the gardening club? Yeah, I'm acting as an ordinary member today. Arley asked for my help. Figured I could put her energy to good use. One less fangirl to bother Hayden too. He'll have to thank me later. How many times do I have to tell you to not lump me with those girls? Not on duty today? Nope, just Hayden by himself. Hayden only wants me around some of the week. Don't want to disturb his peace and quiet too much. So I'm here to help Arley out with the raking. Let's go. Arley reaches into the back of the shed and hands me another rake and a pair of gloves. Okay, so before we get started, I gotta go over proper raking technique. This is serious stuff. You can really hurt yourself if you mess this up. Speaking from experience, boss. Not firsthand, but I've seen many a comrade underestimate the strain raking takes on the body and end up in an infirmity as a result. Dehydration, back pain, blister fingers. Many people assume stepping on a rake is the trick to watch out for, but that's only the beginning. Nala's trying her best not to burst out laughing. You better take this seriously, Emmett. I almost stepped on a rake once. Sometimes rakes hide in the very leaves they gather, waiting to strike. Stay vigilant, Emmett. You can never be too careful. Right. Make sure you keep your back straight, knees bent, and let me show you. And let me know if you start getting thirsty. I haven't got a spare water bottle on me, but we have the garden hose if things get desperate. You'll make it through this. I won't let you down. Just try to make a pile near the compost bins. I'll throw it in there after. We get to raking. Nala takes one side of the garden, and I stick with Arley and tackle the other. Not bad, you're a natural at this. From around the corner, Hayden made his way over to Arley, a stack of papers under his arm. Nala runs over to join us. Hayden, weird to seeing you here. What's up? Not much, just finishing up handing out various papers to various clubs. I see you're raking the leaves. Just finished. I did a great job, right? That's for me to decide. Let's see how many of those leaves make it into the compost before we re-rake. If we could hand this form to the gardening club lead, Arley, I'd appreciate it. Oh, don't recognize his authority when it's right in front of you? For shame, Hayden. Since when are you a lead of anything? Since a couple of days ago, it's temporary. But the gardening club president's gotta go in for surgery and needs someone to take over in the meantime. Explains the weird attitude he's had, bossing Nala and I around. Well, I bet this form doesn't need an explanation. I'll sort it, don't worry. Good. Oh, and Nala, I need you to... Hayden, don't go telling my lackey what to do. Lackey? You can't hold my vice president hostage against me. I have custody of Nala today. Everything's gotta go through me. She doesn't stop being student council just because she's helping you out. It's okay, Hayden, I accept bribes. What do you want? I'm surprised Arley is getting away with any of this nonsense. Give me your notes for the test tomorrow. Of course, I should have assumed you haven't studied for tomorrow's test. It's not that I haven't studied, it's just that you condensing everything down into bullet points make my lives easier. Pretty please. Fine, see me after school. After class. This might be the first time I've seen This might be the first time I've been happy to hear that. The bell rings and we make our way back to class. Afternoon class wasn't very notable. Once the lesson was over, I packed up my things and began to head home. As I head down the stairs, I see Nala waiting by the bottom of the entrance door. And there you are. I was starting to wonder if I missed you heading home. Everything's okay? Yeah, totally. I just wanted to ask a favor. Sure. What's up? Let me think how to pitch this. I need help with a thing. She takes a long sip of her juice box before continuing. So, you're pretty good friends with Arley, right? I'm not sure if I'd go so far as to say that. Sure you are. He doesn't take to people this fast often, despite how friendly he is. But I have a problem I can't fix by myself. Arley won't talk to me at all about Hayden, not a word. You've seen how those two bigger. I want them to get together, but I can't solve anything if one side won't talk to me about the other. It might be because we're mutual friends and I'm part of the student council. But you're not. So basically I want these two to be friends again, since right now they're not. Why are you obsessed with them getting along? They seem happy as they are. I don't know if I see a reason to distract them. No, the way things are right now is all wrong. Can't you just believe me when I say I know my friends well enough? I've known these guys my entire life since kindergarten. They used to get along great, but after they entered high school, things got tense. They've got their separate ways and they're weird. They won't accept an offer to hang out with me, but they also won't leave each other alone. Kinda sucks being in between that. I just want us to go back to the way we used to be. I want the three of us hanging out again. Or maybe all four of us, if that's how you want it to be. So if you could help, I'd appreciate it. I mean, I could try. I'm not sure what you want me to do. Well, you're doing something right. Just keep being there for Arley, I guess. Leaving a good word about Hayden here and there. Maybe encourage them to hang out. Can you help me do that? You're not exactly asking me to go out of my way for anything. The way you described it, I think I already am. Yay! Thank you, Emmett. Things will be way better once this is sorted out. I promise. You will be paid in various flavors of juice pots. That's all I got on me. Take it or leave it. Really don't want any juice, thank you. You'll change your mind eventually once you realize how good these things are. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks again. What's your apple juice? She runs off, please, she's gotten what she wants. The weekend flies by. I try not to think about the looming test results. I enter the classroom still early. To my surprise, the teacher's already there. Emmett, there you are, your test results from Friday. With some hesitation, I take a look at the score written at the bottom. Not a bad score. Studying with Hayden's notes really helped out. I'm pretty happy with the results. I walk over to Hayden, who's sitting at his desk. Arley's not here, and neither is Nala. He's the only one I'm comfortable with. He doesn't look happy. You okay, Hayden? He barely looks up from his test results. Was so close to a perfect score, a single question off. Most people are usually happy about that. It was over a stupid mistake on my part. Don't we all? I remember doing that, and yeah. I wouldn't fret, it's still top grade, right? I guess. The door opens and Arley walks through it, yawning. Arley, here you go, your test result! Congrats on passing! Oh, I passed! Yeah, I thought I was gonna make this one up. He takes a piece of paper and walks over to Hayden's desk. Really, you're celebrating just a pass? Yeah, a pass with a pass. You look happier than Hayden does. What's wrong, Mr. President? Didn't get a perfect score. What's it to you? Oh man, didn't expect to be right. It wasn't two mistakes, was it? Say it isn't so, Hayden. Hayden hands Arley his test results, refusing to make eye contact. Arley scans the sheet, squinting at the section, underlined in red. Something that dumb counts against you? That sucks. It's my own fault for messing it up. Next time I'll be more careful. This level of stress isn't good for the completion. You know, it's just a little mistake. This result doesn't count towards anything, don't worry about it. I swear you care way too much about this stuff. It's better than not caring at all. Why would I care? It's not important. You don't think doing well counts for anything. Nope, it's a dumb test, not worth stressing over. Tell that to the universities when they're looking at your overall grade. You can't scare me into giving a care, Hayden. I can promise you no university is going to care about the difference between a 99 and 100 on a single test. So what score did you get if you're so happy about it? See for yourself. Arley hands Hayden both the tests into comparison. I was expecting a lot worse. This is more than just a passing grade. See how unstressed I am by it too? This still isn't something to celebrate. Well, I'm happy with it. I did better with your notes, so thanks for that. Oh, no problem. Glad they helped. Alright, everyone, please take your seats. We're starting a new chapter today. I hope everyone's excited. Whee! The class grounds. The morning period is long. I'm relieved once lunch rolls around. Arley's still thinking about the exchange with Hayden this morning. I wonder if he listened to anything the teacher was talking about. He really gets worked up over dumb stuff, huh? Shame, really, it's wasted effort. You really don't care about your grades? It's not I don't care, it's that he should pick a major and work towards it instead. Last I checked, he had no idea what he wants to do after high school. You've had that conversation? Yeah, a long time ago. His behavior hasn't changed, so I think it's safe to say things are the same. You'll exhaust yourself trying to be perfect at everything. Sounds like you've given a lot of thought to this. Would be a loss if he goes bald from stress. What will the fangirls do then? I'm going into horticulture, by the way. What is horticulture? Horticulture, the science, art, and business of intensive plant cultivation. It focuses on growing high-value crops like fruits, vegetables, flowers, herbs, and ornamental plants. Emphasis hands-on care, scientific innovation, and aesthetic design. Well, you're certainly passionate enough. My backup plan is starting some kind of lawn mowing business, working at a garden center or hardware store if needed. All thought out, huh? Yep, and if things change in college, that's fine too. I trust Hayden it'll be something high level, but he really needs to learn to prioritize. Sounds like you're really concerned for his future. Well, maybe I am. Alright, enough of this. Let's get this garlic planted. Second period isn't very noteworthy. I watch Arley pretend to pay attention every time Hayden looks over at him. He has it down to an art. A week into the new school experience and it already feels mundane. I walk into the classroom and see Nala and Arley. Oh hey, good morning, Emmett. So, Arley, are the goods ready yet? The goods? Yeah, I think we should sort that out today. Emmett, do you like brownies or cookies more? I'm not sure what kind of conversation I just walked into. The question isn't what anyone likes more, it's which are easier to give out to women. My vote goes to cookies. They're way more shareable. You're right, you're so smart, Arley. I don't know what I'd do without you. What are you guys talking about? Sunflower seeds. It's the time of the year we can finally harvest them. I love sunflower seeds, best seeds in my opinion. Almond and sesame don't come close. Pumpkins, certainly up there, but sunflower is more iconic in my opinion. And the plan is to attract women with them? Absolutely, women love baked goods. How else am I gonna get a girlfriend? I didn't realize this was the only way. Nala's got it tough. The sunflowers we planted are starting to droop, so we could harvest them and get them ready to try today if you'd like. You're good helping with that, right, Emmett? Sure, as long as you can tell me what that entails. It's super easy, I'll show you, no problem. If you want to help too, Nala, see me at lunch. I gotta check in on some stuff with the student council first, but I'll be right over after that. I can only give you a bag or two. Will that be enough? For some cookies? Yeah, should be. We need to keep some of the plant for the next group, some for the bird feeders, and probably some other stuff. I gotta check with the rest of the club. Thanks for the help, by the way. You can have some of the batch once I'm finished with them. Hayden walks through the door, looking more than a little tired. Good morning, sunshine, and what a beautiful morning it is. Not today, Arley, not in the mood. Oh, what's up? You're not still upset over your grade, are you? No, it's not that. I had a meeting with a couple of teachers about club-related stuff, and it's gonna be more work than I expected. I'm not looking forward to trying to sort that one out. Anyways, what's up with you guys? If I'm following correctly, we're trying to work out some kind of dessert for the highest odds of getting Nala a girlfriend. I see you're on your own with that one. No wisdom from Mr. Popular? I want them to leave me alone, not attract more of them. The morning bell rings and we take our seats. Harley sprints down to the garden a little faster than usual. He reaches into the shed and pulls out a large pair of shears. Ready, Emmett? We want to cut them a little further down from the stem so we have something to hang the heads from. Can you hold the plant steady while I cut them? That might be the easiest way to do things. Unless you think you have the arm strength, it's tougher than it looks. Maybe later down the line, I'll just hold them for now. Arley cuts into the sunflower and stalks Arley cuts into the sunflower stalks like it's nothing. I catch the weighty head and hand it to Harley. We'll hang these in the shed, should be enough space if I move some stuff around. Hey guys, I'm here. So, where's my seeds? Huh? They need to hang to dry first. You said they were ready! Ready to harvest, not ready to take home. Gotta wait until maybe Friday. More likely Monday. Wait, really? Lame. You can pick out the head you want to claim as yours, how's that? I assumed you'd be over a little earlier to help with the cutting. It's okay, you can carry them back to the shed. Alrighty, it's better than nothing. Nala picks up a head she likes best, and it gets tied up separately to the others. Sunflower heads are hung by the window using hooks and a piece of string. I'm surprised they held. Arley locks up the shed once we're finished. By the way, Nala, how's Hayden holding up? Oh, he's just a little tired. And you left him alone to shoulder the burden of the student council alone? For sunflower seeds? For shame, Nala. He wanted to be left alone. I think he did everything in the morning. Anyways, I wouldn't have come if he'd actually left me with something to do. The guy's a workaholic, that's for sure. Well, maybe I'll consider cutting him some slack while he's stressed. Why so merciful all of a sudden? Listen, I'm more than happy to wind Hayden up, but there's a limit. I can read when he's not up for my nonsense. Not to mention the new pressure placed upon me to look cool in front of Emmett. I didn't know I excluded such a thing. I mean, excluded. Whatever. It's true, suddenly I have a gardening club understudy who watches my every move. I don't want them to misunderstand my light teasing as anything more than that. I don't have the energy to constantly get on anyone's nerve the way you do with Hayden. More than just that, Emmett. Master gardener, charismatic extrovert, hard worker, the list is endless. Add big ego to that list too. The bell rings and we make our way back to class. Nala gives me a big smile on the walk back. I'll take that as a sign I'm doing something right. I walk into class the next morning and spy a lone Arley. Yo, Emmett, looks like we're the first ones here. Or no, Nala or Hayden yet, huh? Terrible. You'd think Nerd Club to try and set more of an example. It's pretty cold out today, huh? I wonder if it's finally Hayden jacket season. Hayden jacket season? Yeah, it's a wondrous thing, Emmett. The year is divided into two halves, jacket season and not jacket season. At a certain point of the year, it gets cold enough that Hayden starts wearing a jacket, and he will wear it every time he leaves the house until it becomes too hot to wear that same jacket. Like daylight savings, but localized, more visibly apparent. I'm not sure if I see what the big deal is. Look, it started as a thing with Nala and Hayden when we were kids, okay? And I'll take any opportunity I can to get under his skin. And don't I know it? As Nala and Hayden walk through the door, Nala gives Arley a knowing look. The vibration. I don't know why you guys insist on making this a big deal. Oh, Nala and I didn't say anything. It's written across both of your faces. It's code. I'm going to wrap up. It's just comfortable enough. It's just comforting knowing some things never change. Plus, the puffiness of the jacket adds a certain cuteness the sweater vest alone just can't accomplish. Complements your face nicely. What on earth are you talking about? Well, it is true, the fingers are right on this one. I'm surprised you agree with them. I'm not above admitting when a guy is cute. You've earned your weird legion of fans. Pretty sure that's victim blaming, Arley. Hayden can't help being cute. Interesting tactic Arley's employing today. This is the first time I've seen Hayden outright embarrassed like this. Hayden goes quiet. I'm not saying it's okay for those girls to be weird, I'm just saying I understand the Hayden appeal. What do you think, Emmett? See where I'm coming from? I'm saying all of this. Can we change the subject? No fake smile and a thank you. I'm hurt. You should appreciate he's honest with us. Hayden takes a seat, burying his head in one of the textbooks. Teacher then bursts through the door, urging us all to sit down. Hey, Emmett, can I talk to you about something kind of serious? Sure, what's up? He fiddles around with the gardening tool in his hands, avoiding eye contact. How good are you at keeping a secret? Depends on the secret. I can appreciate the honest answer. It's not that deep though, okay? Just so you know. You're building it up like it is. I'm not trying to. Man, how do I say this? Here it goes. So I might have a crush on Hayden. But by might, I mean I totally have a crush on Hayden. I thought you said you hated the guy. And you believe me? Nah, he gets on my nerves with some things, but nothing that's important. Unless that weird, oh my god, you're being so cute kind of anger counts. That felt embarrassing to admit. Crush that bad, huh? Oh yeah, my brain's rotting. You'll still be my friend if my brain's not working, right, Emmett? It works now? Hey, only Hayden's allowed to tease me like that. I don't really know what to do with this. I figured I should probably tell someone. Tell someone? So no one else knows? I don't know, maybe it's obvious. Pretty sure Nala's suspicious, but who knows about anything else. His fan club's gonna skin me alive. You said they need to know. Who needs to know if you and Hayden get together? I don't know, some of them are a little weird. I feel like they figured it out. Vehement denial is always an option. I don't know if I could handle that. I feel like I get possessive. I already get super annoyed if a girl tries asking him out. How will I be able to control myself if we go get together? A big part of me'll want to announce it to everyone, which is probably a bad idea. Luckily, he's never interested, but I can't tell if that's because he doesn't like girls or he's just focused on his studies. Some of the prettiest girls in school too. He'll be an idiot to pass on their advances. I can have hope for them in the meantime though. Isn't picking on your crush kind of childish? You can call it childish if you want. Have you seen the way Hayden reacts? I can't get enough of it. It's the easiest thing to get his attention. How can I not? Works every time too. He's so easy to annoy. I can't help myself. I mean, I don't think I go too far or anything. I don't want to bully him too much, only a little. I'm not sure if I understand. You don't have to. In my defense, I'm sure he gets something out of telling me off for everything. Really? Totally, he threatens me with reporting me to a teacher constantly, but he never follows through on anything. Even covers for me sometimes. I get away with way too much. He just likes to talk a big game. Thanks for listening and not, like, freaking out. No problem, thanks for telling me. So it kinda goes without saying, but if you could keep this a secret, I'd appreciate it. Not sure if I want anyone else to know right now. I'm pretty sure Nala has her suspicious... Not even Nala? Nala, well, I mean, I guess she can know. She's gotta know eventually. Just not right now, I don't know. My answer is, I haven't decided. I'll probably tell her myself eventually. As I open the door next morning, Nala greets me with an uncomfortably large smile. Hey man, I'm so glad you came through the door first, and by yourself too. Great! Let's go talk in private. She pushes me out into the hallway before I could give an answer. I've been wanting to talk to you about Arley. What's going on exactly with him and Hayden? You've noticed how weird they've been acting lately, right? Things are improving between the two of them. I'm pretty sure their relationship is improving. You think so? They're still talking about each other as much as they normally do, but something's different. Arley's been way too nice to Hayden lately. And when he is mean, he's all flirty with it. I don't know if improve's the right word. I think you'd have to ask them to know for sure. I just might. Arley's tough to corner, but the two of us can take him. You can help, right? Pincer maneuver when he isn't paying attention. That is, if he doesn't just tell us when we ask. Might be best to try that first. Right on cue, Arley and Hayden turn the corner. There you are, both. I was starting to wonder if you were gonna have a double absence on our hand. And ruin Hayden's attendance record. I'm trying my best now, but performing miracles is it's a little much to expect first thing in the morning. You've come close a few times. Like my first day. That's one of the closest. Sounds like I gotta try harder, duly noted. Something tells me Arley's just trying this as an excuse to talk to Hayden more. Gives me a knowing look, smiling a little wider as he walks through the classroom door. The morning period is uninteresting. I spend the time trying to track the percentage of time he spends looking at Hayden over his textbook. Now I'm aware if he has a crush on Hayden, everything he does feels obvious. Arley and I was walking down the hall when all of a sudden he puts his arm out in front of me to stop. Look, you see that? Out ahead was Hayden, back to the wall surrounded by 3 female students. Look, Emmett, Hayden's getting confessed to. Arley ushers me around the corner to a spot where we can still see what's happening. I appreciate the gesture, but I'm just not interested in a relationship right now. I'd be a terrible boyfriend. You deserve someone who can dedicate all his time to you. He says this line in just the right way to make the girl smile. This is someone with practice rejecting girls for sure. Are you sure? Please at least take the gifts. I'll take the letter if you like, but please don't waste the chocolates on me. Share them with your friends. I insist! I heard you like this brand, so I picked them out just for you. Well, I suppose if you can't hurt. The girls run off giggling. See, I told you he's accepted. The second they disappear around the corner, Hayden's shoulders slump. Arley steps out from behind the corner. There you go, Emmett. That's what one of Hayden's trademark rejections looked like. You were watching? Of course, entertainment at its finest. I'm glad you think me being cornered is funny. What am I supposed to do, barge in midway through? If you like, I don't mind trying to jump in to help. It's fine, I mean, I can do it. I mean, if you really want me to. I appreciate it. What do you like these? He gestures to us with the box of chocolates. I'm not gonna eat your present, crew, Hayden. I'll give them to Nala, then I'd like someone to enjoy these. Hold on, I didn't say I didn't want them. He reaches out and plucks the box from Hayden's hands, studying the contents list. It's got those raspberry and white chocolate ones you like, and the mitts. Wait, really? Let me see. As Hayden goes to take the box back, Arley lifts it out of his reach. You both look like you're similar heights. I don't know. How is it out your reach? Oh, so how you want them back? Just give me the bots, Arley. No, please, Mr. President. You don't deserve one. Nice teas can get you a long way, you know. How's this? If you ask nicely enough, I'll even feed you the chocolates myself. Just take them. I don't have time for this. He's really going for it, huh? One day, I'm going to call you on your bluff, you know? It would be my honor, Mr. President. I've got to get going. I've got errands to run, and those girls took up enough of my time. Alright, I'll make sure to save the raspberry and white chocolate ones for you. You really don't have to. Okay, bye, Arley. Do you get the impression that was him running away too? It was a quick exit. Not a bad encounter. Got to see Haley off. Not a bad encounter. Got to see Hayden all flustered, and I scored a box of chocolates out of it. Do you want any, Emmett? I refuse to offer. Not interested, but thanks for the offer. I like plain chocolate. Plain chocolate is nice, I guess. The classic milk. Okay, more for me. Afternoon class is filled with a certain kind of tension. I watched Hayden and Arley sneak glances at each other the entire lessons. I wonder if Hayden regrets giving up the box of chocolates. I enter the classroom and Arley and Hayden seems to already be in the middle of something. I told you, I'm not interested. Just take them, will you? I saved them just for you. I guess Arley saved the chocolates Hayden likes. They finally noticed me. Ah, Emmett, there you are. Can you please tell Arley to give it a rest? He is just being shy. It's okay, Emmett's here to affirm they're rightfully yours. Why are you asking me and getting all up? Why ask me? Arley might actually listen to you, since you both are such good friends. I'm siding with Arley. It'd be a shame if they went to waste. These chocolates are rightfully yours, Hayden. Hayden caves and takes the chocolates from Arley. Of course, Arley's new shadowed side with him. Of all the things to be peer pressured into. At least you get the chocolate! Wonderful chocolate! As I make my way down the hall to go and get lunch, I hear a familiar voice call my name from behind. Emmett, mind if we talk for a minute if you have the time? Sure, is there a problem? No, could we have this conversation in private over in the student council room? The look of his face is a little unnerving. Not wanting to upset him, I follow him down into Not wanting to upset him, I follow him down the hall and into the empty council room. He locks the door behind him. So, we have some privacy. He forces a smile. I don't think it's intentional, but Hayden can be really intimidating when he wants to be. So, you've become pretty fast friends with Arley, right, Emmett? I guess you could say that. It's been a couple of weeks now. Part of it is I just ended up in the gardening club. Seems like an intentional pivot from where I'm standing. Though it might be my fault pushing the student council so quickly. I'd like to apologize if that's the case. It's not really. I just felt I wasn't suited to the student council. I would honestly not want to do that because it's so much responsibility, and you have to focus on other stuff with the entire student thing there or something. So I tried hanging out with Arley, then all of a sudden I was a member of the gardening club. I don't know how to put it any simpler than that. I guess Arley is kind of forceful. There's an awkward pause when Hayden considers what to say next. How's he doing? I haven't had a chance to ask him directly. Arley? He's doing good. Why are you asking? Because I'm concerned for the well-being of a fellow classmate. Do I need a specific reason? He is your classmate. You can honestly ask him, and you know each other since kindergarten. What more can you say about the contents? Or ask Nala, who's your vice president, or something like that. I don't know. Just because I don't get along with him doesn't mean I don't care. If you don't mind me saying this, Hayden, you care an awful lot about someone you don't get along with. I guess I do. Well, I appreciate the talk, Emmett. That's all I want to discuss. Thanks for clearing everything up for me. He opens the door and I take the opportunity to leave. I make my way down to the school garden. Arley's waiting for me, two's already in hand. Hey, Emmett, what kept you? I was about to go looking for you. Hayden actually... He wanted to talk to me about a couple of things. Oh, what kind of things? Well, it was pretty indirect, so it's hard to say for sure. But I think he was checking to see what our relationship was. No way! No way! You're serious? A huge grin appears across his face. He seemed pretty relieved once I told him I wasn't interested in you. Holy... There was some stuff asking about how you were doing too. Honestly, it was kind of weird. It sure wasn't official student council business, which is what he tried to pass it off as. I didn't think he'd get jealous over you of all things. He's such a dork. Oh man, that's made my week. I don't want to assume, but it was definitely odd. Oh, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to have told you any of this. Tell me what? You didn't tell me anything. Right, gotcha. An odd way to end the week. After a quiet week, I opened the door to Nala all by herself. Good morning, Emmett. Looks like we're the first ones here. I've been dreaming of sunflower seeds. I mean, all weekend, the cookies have been on my mind. Arlie said they'd be ready to harvest, right? Yep, I checked with him after school on Friday and they weren't quite dry yet, so today's the day. Right on cue, Arlie arrives through the door. The second he sees Nala, he reaches into a bag and pulls out a packet of sunflower seeds. Got them for you, Nala. Figured coming in early and sorting out the seeds make you happy. Wow, that's huge! Is it? What were you expecting? Maybe like half of that? I can take some back if you don't need all of it. Nuh-uh, I need all of it. I'll set aside some cookies for you. How's that? Sounds good to me. Sometime into a rather peaceful gardening session, Arlie breaks into silence. Should try and ask him out. Maybe softball? Just hanging outside after class. I don't see the harm. Neither do I, but the nerves are getting to me. I can't help it. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Gonna get it over with. What do I invite him to do is the question. Grab something to eat. What about asking him out to eat? Yeah, that could work. He better still have his sweet tooth. Is it too cold for ice cream? Maybe... Yeah, I can't pronounce that. They're better this time of year. Crepes could work. Is there a place around here that does them? Oh right, I forgot you're new to the area. Yeah, there's a good place that does them not too far from school. Okay, I'm gonna do it today after school. I'll ask him. You got this. I got this. I have definitely got this. I'm looking forward to seeing the two of them interact after hearing the report on how the date went. I wonder what will be different. Arlie's leaning against the lockers outside the classroom. His eyes light up when he sees me coming down the hall. Emmett, good morning. You're in a good mood? You bet I am. So, how'd things go? Smile on his face told me plenty. Even better than expected. I'll give you the details at lunch, but just know it was a big success. I'm already playing the second one. Good to hear. Just wanted to let you know before we head into class, I don't want to not have this conversation around Hayden. I'm pretty sure both him and Nala are already inside. Wanna head in? Makes no difference to me. You're not excited on my behalf. Ouch. Alright, fine, let's go in. Upon entering, Arlie makes an immediate beeline over to Nala and Hayden, who are both by Hayden's desk. He glances over at Hayden, who then shoves his face into his textbook. Someone looks happy. What's up? Oh, nothing much. Just had a nice afternoon yesterday. Got some creeps at that place a couple blocks from here. You know that one. Yeah, who doesn't? Just checking. It's been a while since the name came up. I went there after school. It was great. Yeah? I need to try the berry chocolate variety. I saw someone eating it and they made it look like the best thing ever. Been thinking about it all morning. Good to hear you enjoy what sounds like their day. Hayden's doing his best to ignore Arlie's ramblings. Soon enough, the teacher comes in telling us to take our seats. I meet Arlie down by at the school garden where he's pacing around by the shed. His smile can be seen even from far away. So, do you want an entire breakdown? Of course. Absolutely, why wouldn't I? Let's see the details of your day. I waited for him outside the student council room and asked if he wanted to go and grab crepes once he was done. He dropped some of the paper he was carrying, then said it too. Totally different atmosphere than how things normally are. The walk there was kind of quiet. He asked how gardening club was going, basic chit-chat sort of stuff. He acted kind of different, very little arguing, and lots of him getting kind of quiet on me when I said anything nice to him. Does his order matter? He got one of those berry chocolate crepes. I figured that was what you were talking about this morning. Of course, did you see his face? It was great. Anyways, I insist on paying for it, and that turned him into a stuttering mess. Hers part was not staring at him too much. Any plans on date number 2 yet? Oh yeah, I'm gonna try asking to hang out again today after school. He went red and mumbled something when I said he can pay next time, so I'm assuming he's up for it. Got all the confidence in the world after that. Sounds like it went great. I'm getting a kick out of reducing him to this. This is what I get out of arguing with him at school, but on steroids. Are you gonna relax with teasing him then? Are you kidding? Now I got more to tease him about. I can't wait to see how things are gonna be from now on. Gotta come up with a game plan, see what I can get away with without being too obvious. As we finish up the last class of the day, Arley makes his way over to Hayden's desk. You going anywhere tonight, Hayden? Not really. I wonder if Arley should have put him... I wonder if Arley should have put him on the spot like this. Awesome, wanna hang out at my place? I get the feeling you're already decided it's happening. Yep, I got snacks ready and everything. Nala and I both make the decision to leave them be. Arley walks in looking far less happy than he did the day before the first day. Did something happen? Oh man, where do I begin? He throws the bags on the floor and slumps down across his desk. Not good, Emmett, not good at all. He pulls his jacket hood over his face in shame. Do you even want me to ask? I gotta know how bad I messed up. Let's hear it. Okay, so he agrees to coming around to my place knowing my parents aren't home. Sounds like a great start. It was, we were just gonna play video games and hang out, nothing serious. Just so you know, he'd come around to the house a lot when we were kids, so it wasn't that huge of a step. I wasn't trying to put the moves on him or anything. Sounds like a little defensive, you ask me. I'm just clarifying. So anyways, me, him, video games and snacks. Got everything I could remember he likes. Then just as we start relaxing, my parents come through the door and ruin the entire thing. The thing they were going to get cancelled. The thing that they were going to got cancelled. They wouldn't leave us alone the entire evening, and Hayden ended up leaving early. First, they made a huge fuss about him being there, and that they hadn't seen him in forever. Mom goes on this weird tangent about how she's proud of me for how much I do with the Guardian Club, but I need to put effort in at home too. Dad decides he wants the TV to himself, so no more video games. My room's a complete mess, we can't hang out there, so I decide wandering around outside's the best idea, even though it's way too cold out. He's left both his coat and his bag back at my place, and he's trying to be really polite about how cold he is. I end up awkwardly forcing my jacket on him, and then he goes quiet for an entire walk back. Mom asks if he wants to stay for dinner, but he's out of there so fast. That's certainly a lot. Just an absolute disaster of a date. If you can even count it as a date after all. So, what do you think? Isn't that bad? It doesn't sound that bad. Maybe Hayden enjoyed getting to meet your family again, and you gave him your code. That was pretty cute. I don't need you to sugarcoat it, Emmett. Well, let's see how Hayden is about it today. Maybe you can apologize if it really is as bad as you think. If you say so. Oh, okay, so what do you think the plan should be? What do you mean? Let him lead and see if he's upset with me. And do I say something right away? Let's just see him come through the door first. How's that? Hayden walks through the door, his eyes locking into Arley. Good morning. No running in the halls today? Arley gives him a sheepish look. Nah, not today. I gave you enough grief yesterday. Oh, over what? I can't quite make out the sincerity of Hayden's tone, if he's asking a legitimate question or if he's being playful. Arley squirms. You know, my parents got me home and ruining everything. A couple of classmates turn their heads. Hayden notices and walks over to Arley's desk, whispering something to him. You can make it up to me. Make it up to me later. Saying this to Arley, I can just make it out. Right. Hayden then takes his seat without saying another word. Good morning, everyone. Now let's open the door. Whoa, Arley, are you okay? You don't look so good. He's fine, don't worry. Okay. Teacher shows up before the silence gets too awkward. I take my seat and the lesson gets started. Arley's got his head shoved into his folded arms. Kind of amusing seeing him this flustered. Makes for an interesting change. Arley's mood doesn't look like it's improved at all since this morning. How'd you feeling? Not great, Emmett. Not great at all. You can't soak forever. I can try. Look on the bright side. Hayden seems to be enjoying having one over on you. For once. I'll see if I can talk to him after class. The afternoon period feels like a long one. I'm looking forward to going home. I head down the stairs along to the front of the school and I pass by Hayden and Arley. Hayden notices me walk by and gives me an unsettling smile. Emmett, do you mind helping out? I could do with a hand. Don't involve Emmett in this. Would you like me to leave, Arley? It's fine, stay, Emmett. I need you to help me work out how exactly Arley can make up the terrible time we had together yesterday. Hayden looks like he's enjoying himself. Arley looks at me for help. Depends. Do you have anything in mind, Hayden? Arley's expression twists into one of begrudging acceptance. I can't help it. I gotta see where this goes. He can thank me later. Nothing too specific. Maybe he could help me carry my books. I don't think that's severe enough, though. How terrible of a time was it? Hard to say. My time is valuable. I could have been doing something productive instead. The least Arley can do is make it up to me. Hayden's not upset at all. He's just saying what he can get out of the situation. You could have gone home at any time. Clearly, it wasn't that bad. I can't tell if it's a date or carry the books. Either way, not a date. Some kind of makeup date? Seems like the best way to solve this. The date? I'm not sure if Arley's happy with that response, but he takes it all the same. A makeup date, huh, Emmett? I like the way you think. We can try my place again, but my parents are home. How about yours? We can sort this out later. We don't need to do this in front of Emmett. Oh, I am sorry. I wasn't the one who invited them over here. I thought you wanted Emmett's input. Hayden. Can I go home now? They both pause their bickering and turn to me. I guess so. Arley gets me a big smile since I handled that well. It doesn't take much of Arley to regain his usual teasing demeanor. I headed home, leaving those two to themselves. This is getting too obvious. It's embarrassing. The morning period is short. I arrived at class with not much time to spare. Arley is in his seat already, seemingly in a good mood. He's fidgeting with a pen, but stops upon once he sees me. Yo, Emmett, we got a team meeting at lunch. I didn't think gardening club had another meeting until the end of the month. Nah, just I was gotta talk to you about my plans. You're thinking ahead for once? Hey, I'm more of a planner than you think. Can't be a gardener without planning out a skill. Anyways, lunchtime, we gotta talk. As lunch starts, we head down to the school garden. Arley's energy hasn't changed. He throws open the tool shed and starts moving around the equipment within it. Gonna clean up the shed a bit, feel free to relax, you earned it. Did I do something? The help yesterday! We really turned that one around, huh? My understudy coming to rescue me, I'm so proud. Glad I could help. Glad I could assist. We make a good team, Emmett. Yesterday sure was something, huh? Should I just tell him I like him? It's pretty much a guaranteed acceptance at this point. I don't see a reason not to. I don't know, Emmett. I'd be heartbroken if I got rejected all fake nice like the fangirls get. Hayden couldn't be fake nice to you if he tried. True. He has every opportunity to and chooses not to every time. I shouldn't expect different now. There's a small pause before Arley makes up his mind. Fine, I'll try talking to him about it. If only for the chance to see Hayden's embarrassed face again. Want a front row seat when it happens? You don't want the privacy? You don't want the privacy when you confess to him? And not have my understudy swoop in when things get dire? We need a plan of attack, Emmett. Do you have anything after school today? So soon? Might as well while I'm feeling brave. Class ends and Arley gives me the look to signify now's the time. Oh, look at that! It's a Thursday. It's gonna be Friday the 13th for October 13th. Wait, let me see the, months. Nope. It's not aligned to this year, okay. Class in points, and Arley gives me the look to signify now's the time. I try to give a look of encouragement without making it obvious enough to anyone else. Arley picks up quickly once the bell rings and strategically places himself near the door. Hayden doesn't have a chance of escape. Hayden, do you mind hanging out back for a bit? I want to talk to you about something. Sure, I don't have anything important on today. Depending on the outcome of this talk, you might. You guys both good? What are you guys so serious about? I guess Nala wasn't filled in on what was happening. You can stick around if you like, I don't mind, admit to. Isn't something you prefer to talk about in private? Nope, it's serious, but not that serious. I don't mind the company. Just a good feeling is all. Well, let's move out of everyone's way and talk about it. Once the class clears out and the hall is empty, Hayden's the first one to speak. So, what is it you're wanting to say to me? Just give me a second, will you? I thought it wasn't that serious. It's a little different being on the spot all of a sudden. Alright, here goes nothing. I like you, Hayden, way more than a friend too. Figured I'd better say something since we're hanging out more. Don't want you getting the wrong idea or anything. Oh, I see. You okay with that? Sure, more than okay. Sorry, I wasn't expecting you getting to the point so quickly. I feel the same way. Oh man, this is such a relief to hear. You really had me going for a second. What do you mean, relief? You're the one who was implying you already knew what I was going to say. And I was the one giant bluff. Wait, no, it was one giant bluff, but I still took the risk in confessing. Only because you couldn't give me the chance to say first. The tension is broken by Nala's loud sip of her juice pots. Imagine you have like a friend with a juice pot, and they're just sipping it during the awkward silence. I better be the maid of honor at your guys' wedding. I've earned that spot. I've been waiting years for this to happen. Happy to finally provide a conclusion. Man, I'm still shaking a little bit. You're still shaking. Is this how those girls felt? I don't know, I've never accepted any of their confessions. Boyfriend of the student council president. This doesn't make me a member of the nerd club, does it? Only if you wanted to. I'll think about it. I make my way down the corridors following the same route I take every school day. My class is the third door to the left. I'd have thought, as your boyfriend, I'd at least get the courtesy of a peaceful morning. I'll stop running in the halls if you walk with me to school, how's that? That'd require you to wake up on time. Two loud, arguing boys blocking the door to the classroom. It's kind of nice to see that some things don't change. So come wake me up, I'll keep my window unlocked just for you. I'm not gonna break into your parents' house when they'll just let me through the front door. Would making you lunch help so you could sleep in longer? Very tempting. I know I have bags under my eyes, but I get a full 8 hours every night, you know. Well, 8 hours of sleep, if that was something that could happen. But, nah, we're just having like a few hours, still under. Does it reach at least like 6 hours of sleep? I'm not there. It's either within 5 or under 5. Lucky enough, it's like over it. That's all I can say. I just don't like getting out of bed until I absolutely have to. Not like I turned down a loving home-cooked meal from my beloved. Don't I have a good of it? I'm being spoiled already. Forget I offered. Aw, please, I'm being genuine here. I love matching lunches with you. Where's my adorable lunch offer? I want matching lunches with my wife. Find your own wife. I'm trying to. She reaches into her bag and pulls out a large box. If you're gonna rub about being single in my face, I won't share. Oh, what's this? The cookies! I finally got the recipe down. Be honest, how many batches did it take? Huh? What are you talking about? I got these down first try. No one believes her. No one believes her. Wow. After 3 other attempts. But that doesn't matter now. They're here to share. I decided it'd be better to celebrate you guys getting a cute girl's important, but not as important. I decided it'd be better to celebrate you guys getting a cute girl's important, but not as important as my friends. How burned are they? Oh, little. She opens up a lid, revealing the cookies. They're a little overdone, but still perfectly edible. You can scrape the burnt off bits. Personally, I think it adds more flavor to them. I take one of the cookies out of politeness. You're not that bad. Nice to see everything's going well. I'm happy I moved here, even if my new friends are idiots. A few weeks later. Wow, it's now November. These past couple of weeks have been great. Things have never been better when it comes to Hayden. I get to annoy him whenever I want, make him go red whenever I feel like it. No excuse requires to do either, it's the best! Making my way back from the school gardens, I sneak into the room without too much noise. Hayden's got his nose stuck in some books and doesn't hear the door locked behind me. I thought I'd find you here. He slowly puts the book down and turns to face me. When am I ever anywhere else? Were you worried I left without you? You leaving the student council room earlier than necessary by choice? Very funny. One day I might just stop waiting around and walk back home without you. I'll believe it when I see it. You can do your reading elsewhere, you know. Come hang out with me instead. Nothing stopping you reading outside. Felt your noises? No thanks. Maybe I get lonely raking all by myself. Oh, that's what you were doing. You were supposed to meet me here over a half an hour ago. Maybe I was fighting off a freak bear accident. You'd have no idea all the way over there. You suppose we're spending the weekend together. Isn't that enough? Maybe it's not. You're welcome to hang out with me during lunch if you really want more time. And neglect my duties as newly appointed gardening club president? I could never. Right, I'm glad it's not going in your head in the slightest. It's almost done packing here. Let's head out. I'm sure I'll be able to make up my apparent neglect over the weekends. As he turns to leave, I push him gently against the door. It's okay, make it up now. You forced my hand, Hayden. I'll just have to kiss you here instead of back home. What about outside? People will. Didn't see anyone on the way here, don't worry. You've stayed here so long I don't think even the cleaners are still here. But still, what if... Shut him up with a kiss. For all his protesting, he doesn't seem to mind. He does a terrible job at pulling away. Before long, he's laying into it. He's off and let him catch his breath. I've gotten a little braver recently, and catching him off guard is my new favorite party trick. But was that really necessary? Absolutely. Nothing warms my heart more than a reaction like that. Don't put your luck. He grabs his bag and attempts to open the door, at first failing to realize the door is locked. He fumbles the latch a couple of times, getting even redder in the process of getting them stormed out. I guess I'm locking up again. I'll catch him again in the on the back step at home.